cooking on the floor of my office right now. We're just going to make some chicken and rice. Hey everybody, it's Kat from Two Market Girls doing another solo video for you today because we're doing some videos separate for now as we are both in the moving process. Devin's moving, I've moved into a new house without a kitchen, so we're doing a couple solo videos here and there, so you'll see a couple of them. But this solo video is kind of a follow-up to the last video I did where it was like a grocery haul. This video is actually going to be a what I eat in a day, and on this particular day I actually made all of the food at our house without a kitchen. I didn't do any takeout, we didn't go out to eat anywhere. So this was actually a pretty fun one to film. It was messy, dish-wise, but no, it was a fun one to film. It was nice. It was one of our first full days of actually eating in the house without ordering anything or getting takeout anywhere. So I'm excited to share it with you. Again, before we get into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, leave any pointers or tips you have below. I really appreciated them from the last video you did, and I'm very excited to see what you think of these recipes that I made today. So for breakfast, we decided to make some French toast, loosely following the recipe that we have on our blog. We'll link that up here. So we started off with some non-dairy milk, then added a little bit of spelt flour, some cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, salt, and then mix that all together. Then I decided to add in some chia seeds because why not? Next up, I added some maple syrup. Then to a pan on my borrowed induction hot plate, I cooked the French toast in a non-stick pan until golden on both sides. It was a little delicate and the bread was falling apart at times, but it was okay. I ended up making about 2 pieces of French toast for each of us. We then topped the French toast with a little bit of maple syrup, and it was absolutely delicious. It wasn't the best French toast I've ever made, but it was pretty good. Considering I don't have a kitchen right now and I'm doing this in my office, I'm happy with it. Finally, I had a clementine because I was feeling like having some fruit, and that doesn't happen very often, and we had clementines. So I added clementine to round out my breakfast. Later on, we went for a walk over to Coven, a vegan grocery store here in Hamilton, to pick up some treats. We got a sticky bun, a passion flaky, and a pesto bun. And when I say these treats were amazing, I mean they were amazing. The pesto bun was perfect, and the passion flaky and sticky bun were the right amount of messy and delicious. Look how good that looks, just eaten in bed. So I wasn't too hungry for lunch, so I opted for a small sandwich. I started with slicing some tomatoes, then I broke a piece of bread in half. Sliced up some Daiya cheese. I believe I got the Gouda one. And then I assembled my sandwich with some sliced cheese, lettuce, tofurkey deli slices, tomato, mustard, and mayo. This sandwich was actually really, really good. Would make again. I really enjoyed the tofurkey deli slices, so highly recommend. Simple and delicious. Alrighty, so we're cooking on the floor of my office right now. We're just going to make some chicken and rice. And finally for dinner, I'm on the floor of my unfinished office sitting over a rice cooker ready to make our cheesy rice skillet dish that's on our blog. I've never made this in a rice cooker before. It's something that I've had for a long time since I was a kid, but this will be my first time trying it in a rice cooker. So to the rice cooker, I added some long grain rice, TVP chunks, mayo, bouillon paste, some spices, and mixed that all together. Then I added a little bit of salt and some water, covered with a lid, and switched it to cook. While the rice was cooking, I chopped up some tomatoes and I shredded some Daiya cheddar cheese. I gave the rice a quick stir, decided it needed just a little bit more water, so I added a splash bit more. Then I topped it with the cheese, diced tomatoes, and some black olives. Covered it with a lid again until the cheese was nice and melted and that water was fully absorbed into the rice. I enjoyed this in our beautiful Tupperware containers. to avoid dirtying any more dishes and having to do extra dishes that we didn't need to do. It was amazing as usual. Highly recommend giving this a try in a rice cooker if you don't feel like making it on the stove, turning on your stove, whatever the reason is. It turned out really, really well, and I'll probably be doing this again as well. And that's it for the video. I really, really hope you enjoyed my little what I eat in a day. It wasn't perfectly shot and it wasn't perfectly recorded because everything I own is still in boxes, but I hope it was good. I hope it was informative. I hope it was fun. Again, welcome any tips and advice you have in the comments down below. I'm excited. You know, I think the day went well, but I am excited to have a kitchen hopefully soon. So hopefully we'll get to reveal the kitchen in a month or so, fingers crossed. Any of the recipes that I mentioned that are recipes of ours will be linked in the description box below, but you can also just find them on our blog, twomarketgirls.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with someone you think this would be useful for, or just share it because you like us. Whatever you want to do. We appreciate all your support. As well, I know I'm forgetting things to mention, but as well we have a Patreon account where you can donate to our channel, which helps us run this channel and helps us fund these recipes that we make. And in exchange, we give you a little bit of extra bonus content over there. That will be linked down below if you want to do that as well. If you want to follow us on platforms outside of YouTube, we are on all of them at Two Market Girls. You can find us anywhere. We're making yummy content. We're sharing our recipes over there as well. So don't forget to give us a follow. And that's it. See you next week. Have a good week. That's all I got. Bye. I'm doing a what I eat in a day. So I gotta film peeling of whatever these are called, clementine. I'm a real YouTuber now.
Are you?
No. Devin's gonna have some great audio though to work with.